This is the test review for Chapter 10. Number 14, we're finding x. Angle T is an inscribed angle, so the measure of angle T is going to be 1/2 of the measure of arc SU. Formula. Substitution step. 9x minus 25 is equal to 1/2 of the arc of 94. Half of 94 is going to be 47. So 9x minus 25 will equal 47. 0 pair the 25. 9x is going to equal 72. Divide by 9, divide by 9. X is equal to 8. Now we have two inscribed angles, PQS and PRS. They both open to the same they open to the same arc PS. If they both open to the same arc PS, that makes those two angles equal to each other. So 6x plus 1 is equal to 34 minus 5x. 0 pair out the 5x. 11x plus 1 is equal to 34. 0 pair the 1. 11x is equal to 33. Divide by 11. X is equal to 3. Now we can go ahead and come down here, and we are going to determine the measure of the arc. So we need to find the angle first. So let's go ahead and find the measure of angle PQS, which is going to be 6x minus 1. So that's going to be 6 times 3 minus 1. Sorry, this is a plus, this is a plus. So 18 plus 1 is going to give us 19. Inscribed angles are half of the arc. So that means the arc, the measure of arc PS, is going to equal 2 times angle PQS. 2 times 19 is going to be 38 degrees. All right, if we're going to prove that AB is tangent to the circle, then that means that AB must be perpendicular to CA. In order to prove that's perpendicular, we're going to use Pythagorean's theorem for our triangle. So we know that CS is 4.8 because they are both radiuses, which then this is going to give us A squared plus B squared is going to equal C squared. So I'm going to add 4.8 plus 4.8, and that's going to give me 9.6 squared for B. And I have 7.2 squared for A is going to be 12 squared. 7.2 squared is 51.84 plus 92.16 is equal to 144. 144 is equal to 144. So yes, AB is tangent to circle C based on Pythagorean's theorem. All right, now we have two chords intersecting in a circle. So we're going to take a look at the formula. We're trying to find the measure of AE. So the measure of AE is going to equal measure of AED is going to equal 1/2 the measure of arc BC and the measure of arc AD. So those are the two intercepted arcs. So we're going to go ahead. We have our formula step. Now the measure of AED is going to be half of BC, which is 140, plus half of AD, which is 92, so 1/2 of 232 is going to give us 116 degrees for AED. So if I know that AED is 116, AED and DEC are linear angles. So I really just need to subtract that angle from 180. So it's going to be 180 minus 116. So that's going to give me 64. Okay, 26, we have an angle that's created by two secants. So we're going to have the measure of KLM is going to be equal to half of the difference of arc JN and KM. So that's going to be 125 minus 51, 1/2 of 74. So that's going to give us 37 degrees. Okay, now we have point G, which is equal distance from the circle to F and G. So FGH, arc, FJH. So in order to find this angle, we need to have these two arcs so that we can subtract them. So for me to find the arc FJH, I'm going to need to take 360 and subtract it, and that's going to give me 259. So now I have this arc of 259. So now to find angle FGH, I'm going to take the larger arc away from the angle, which is FJH, and subtract the smaller arc FH. So this is going to be 259 minus 101, which is going to give me 1/2 of 158, which is going to give me 79 degrees. Okay, I have two chords intersecting in a circle, and I know that the product of the two parts are going to equal each other. So I'm going to have 16 times 2x minus 5 is going to equal 14 times x plus 11. So that's going to be 32x minus 80 is equal to 14x plus 154. 0 pair out the 14x. That's going to give me 18x minus 80 is equal to 154. 0 pair out the 80. 18x is going to equal 234. Divide by 18, and x is equal to 13. All right, I have a tangent and a secant. So that means I can use my formula that the tangent squared is going to equal 12, which is the part of the secant that is outside of the circle, times the sum of the two parts, which is x plus 12. So again, you take your tangent and square it. You take the part of the secant that's outside of the circle, and you multiply it times the whole entire secant, which would be 12 plus x, or x plus 12. I'm going to go ahead and square 324 and rainbow 12x plus 144. So 12x plus 144 is equal to 324. 0 pair the 144. 12x is equal to 180. Divide by 12, divide by 12, and x will equal 15. And now we have reviewed for your test.